Anupama February 16, 2026 Written update, Hasmukh's emotional journey begins. Anupama February 16, 2026 Written update, Hasmukh's emotional journey begins. The episode opens with a conversation that quickly turns into a reflection on choices, freedom, and responsibility. The discussion about family planning continues, and Anupama firmly takes a stand. She explains that the decision to have a child belongs only to Rahi and Prem. She reminds everyone that it is the woman who carries the baby for 9 months and shoulders the responsibility of raising the child afterward, so no one else has the right to pressure her. Her words create a thoughtful silence in the room. Parag senses the tension building and calmly suggests that the topic can be discussed later. Trying to prevent the conversation from turning into an argument, Meeta, however, is not ready to let the matter go. She begins imagining a future filled with grandchildren, saying that once Prarthana returns with her baby, Vasundhara might feel lonely, and children in the house would bring happiness again. She even hints that Prem and Raja should start planning their families soon. The remark makes the younger members uncomfortable, and the atmosphere grows awkward. Meanwhile, Prerna decides she should leave with Anupama. Anupama notices a strange uneasiness between Prem and Prerna. Their expressions and hesitant words suggest that something is weighing on their minds, but neither is ready to speak openly. Mahi asks Prerna why she wants to leave early, but before she can answer, Rahi intervenes and insists that Prerna stay back to help Prem. Prerna agrees, though her voice carries a hint of reluctance. As she bids goodbye to Anupama, she admits she will miss her. Anupama gently reminds her that life teaches people to stand on their own, and that neither houses nor people truly belong to anyone forever. Her blessing to Raja and Peri for their new beginning comes from the heart, and she quietly prays that all her children find happiness and peace in their lives. Elsewhere, Paki insists that Divakar keep the money she has given him. He accepts it with a faint smirk, and Paki begins daydreaming about a future with him, imagining marriage and a happy life ahead. The scene carries a subtle unease, hinting that Paki may not fully understand the consequences of her decisions. Back in the Kothari household, Meeta continues her campaign about grandchildren. She tells Pari and Raja to start planning for a baby. Raja tries to lighten the mood with humor, joking that booking a cab itself is difficult these days, so planning a baby feels like an even bigger challenge. The attempt at humor makes Pari smile, but Meeta does not find it amusing. She even wonders aloud if she needs to explain how to plan a child, leaving Raja and Pari embarrassed enough to leave the conversation altogether. Anil tries to reason with Meeta, asking her to stop forcing her opinions on others. Meeta, however, reveals her true concern. She believes that if Raja and Pari have a child, their position in the family will strengthen, especially when it comes to property and influence. Anil is disturbed by her thinking and warns her not to interfere, but Meeta silently decides she will continue pushing her agenda, unwilling to accept being sidelined. On the other side, Kinjal is delighted at the prospect of meeting Anupama again. When Anupama asks about Hasmukh, Kinjal shares that Hasmukh's friend is seriously ill and wishes to see him. The news moves Anupama deeply. She reassures Hasmukh that she will personally take him to Delhi so he can meet his friend. Hasmukh's face lights up with childlike excitement, a reminder that even the smallest gestures can mean the world to someone in their later years. Paritosh, however, questions why Hasmukh wants to reach the airport so early, complaining about unnecessary expenses. Anupama responds firmly, saying that people who have struggled in life value both time and money in ways others often fail to understand. The conversation turns tense when Paritosh and Paki continue arguing about the costs. Kinjal steps in, reminding them how Hasmukh used his pension to support the household without ever complaining. Her words silence them, and Ansh adds that Leela has even offered to contribute her own money. Hasmukh, overwhelmed by the support, looks forward eagerly to meeting his friend. Meanwhile, Parag and Anil discuss rebuilding their company. Prem and Rahi suggest participating in a grand jewelry exhibition, seeing it as an opportunity to regain their position in the market. Parag and Anil agree that it could be a turning point, and Prem and Rahi promise to support them wholeheartedly. The moment brings a sense of hope. Hinting at a new chapter for the family's business, in another quiet corner, Prerna accidentally bumps into Rahi. Rahi senses something unusual and asks if Prerna was planning to leave with Prem. Prerna explains that Prem was stressed and went alone, carefully avoiding revealing anything more. Rahi watches her thoughtfully, sensing that something remains unsaid. The emotional core of the episode unfolds as Anupama and Hasmukh arrive in Delhi. At the hospital, they meet the doctor, who explains that Hasmukh's friend was attacked and remains unconscious. What shocks them even more is learning that none of his family members have come to see him. The doctor shares that even in his unconscious state, the man keeps calling out for his friends, holding on to those bonds as his only source of strength. The doctor advises Anupama and Hasmukh to prepare themselves emotionally before seeing him. The weight of the moment settles heavily on both of them. Hasmukh's excitement slowly gives way to worry, and Anupama's eyes reflect a mixture of compassion and concern. The scene ends on this quiet, emotional note, setting the stage for deeper revelations ahead. Recap: Hasmukh's friend's wife refuses to speak to Anupama and Hasmukh, raising suspicions that she might be hiding something. Later, Hasmukh and his friends sing for their injured companion, their voices filled with emotion and memories of a lifetime of friendship. Review: this episode balances family drama with emotional storytelling. The track involving Hasmukh and his friend adds warmth and depth, reminding viewers of the value of lifelong friendships. Anupama's stand on personal choices and her sensitivity toward elders remain the heart of the narrative. The pacing is steady, and the emotional moments feel sincere. Especially in the hospital scenes, which carry a quiet but powerful impact.